There! That's the noise!
Miss Bixby, is that noise coming from you?
It is, Your Honor.
You realize you're not to bring electronic devices into this court.
I'm sorry, Judge. I work in a very stressful environment. This is the only thing that calms me down. My vibrator.
You're not going to believe how we got here. Let's rewind.
Let's get started. This hearing will determine if the claimant is entitled to her unemployment benefits. The parties agree this was a discharge. Who's here for the employer?
Mr. James Nelson, Your Honor, owner of On Time Title Company. My witnesses are Lindsay White and Marcus Robbins.
Thank you for your response. And the claimant?
Miss Sally Bixby. Your Honor.
Please raise your paws and affirm to tell the truth.
Yes.
Ms. Bixby, you worked at On Time Title for 3 years as a title examiner, and you were discharged, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Nelson, what was the reason for the discharge?
She brought a vibrator to work, Your Honor.
What do you mean a vibrator exactly, like a back massager?
No, Your Honor. A vibrator that women use for personal pleasure. Very small.
We've all had that coworker, the loud chewer, the fish microwaver. But this is a first for me. Mr. Nelson, do you have a workplace policy against this?
We have policies against workplace disruption, Your Honor. My lawyers never imagined needing to specifically ban that. But once I learned about it, I gave her a direct warning not to bring it back.
And did she?
She did. That's why she was terminated.
How did you first discover this device?
About 5 months before termination, my employee Marcus complained about a mysterious buzzing noise disrupting everyone's work.
Does anyone else hear that buzzing?
Hear what? Yes. I've been hearing it for weeks.
I have a long neck, but I can still hear, though it seems to have stopped now.
I haven't heard anything. Maybe tinnitus? You should see a doctor.
I know the difference between ringing and buzzing.
What's going on?
Jim, there's this mystery buzzing noise. Can you investigate? It's killing our concentration.
I don't hear anything right now.
It comes and goes. Maybe a computer fan? HVAC system?
Hello, facilities? We have a problem with buzzing equipment. Can I get a contractor up here to take a look? You've got to be kidding me. Sally, do you have any electronic device that could be making this noise?
Yes. I have a vibrator.
A what? This mystery noise that cost me $500 was your vibrator?
I was too embarrassed to say anything. I carry it for stress relief. I'll reimburse you.
And you will. This is a written warning. If you bring it back, you're terminated. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
So you gave her an explicit warning. Did she bring it back?
2 weeks later, the buzzing started again. Mr. Robbins confirmed it.
Miss Bixby, after being warned, did you bring the device back to work?
I did, Your Honor. The stress continued. It was the only way I could function.
Miss Bixby, why didn't you try literally anything else? Stress ball? Breathing exercises?
I need both hands to work, Judge. With the vibrator, I can work and stay calm at the same time.
That's certainly efficient time management. But Miss Bixby, you defied a direct order.
That's the noise! That's exactly what we heard.
Miss Bixby, is that coming from you right now?
Yes, Judge. I was stressed about the hearing.
Do not turn that on again in my courtroom.
That was it shutting off, actually. Battery's dead from this morning.
Order. Miss Bixby, do you have any questions for Mr. Nelson?
Why did you have to terminate me? Couldn't you have suspended me instead?
You didn't speak up when I asked about the noise, costing me money. Then you ignored a direct warning. You disrupted the entire office. What choice did I have?
Mr. Nelson, would you say stress is common in title examination work?
Very common. Accuracy is everything. One typo means redoing entire documents.
And do you provide any stress management resources for employees?
We haven't formally offered anything, no.
Something to consider for the future, perhaps. Before I make my ruling, what do you think? Was the employer too harsh? Or did the employee cross a line by defying a direct warning? Let me know in the comments. All right, I've heard enough. I'll be back in a moment with my decision.
This episode is sponsored by FlatRateAppeal.com. If you're in need of representation for your upcoming unemployment hearing or appeal, contact Flat Rate Appeal at 866-805-9492.
I find in favor of the employer. Miss Bixby, here's why. When Mr. Nelson asked if anyone knew the source of the noise, you remained silent. That cost him time and money. When he gave you an explicit warning not to bring the device back, you defied that direct order. I understand stress is real. We all cope differently. But in a professional environment, personal boundaries matter. This device was a distraction to your coworkers. You were dishonest when asked, and you ignored a clear directive. That constitutes misconduct connected with the work. Miss Bixby, you are not eligible for unemployment benefits. The employer will not be charged for this claim. I suggest finding work that's less stressful, or at least finding a silent stress relief method. Maybe yoga? If either party disagrees with my ruling, you may file an appeal.
So, what did you think? Was the firing fair? Vote in the comments!
And if you didn't believe this hearing was real, here's the actual claimant telling their story.
Yeah, it was me who brought in my personal device to work. I do have to admit I feel foolish about it now. However, when working under all the stress at that job, I thought it was justifiable. I just went about it the wrong way. I do have regrets that I didn't tell my boss immediately. I was just so embarrassed at the time with all my coworkers present, you know. When I saw my employer had spent money to find where all the noise was coming from, I felt guilty. So I had to tell him. I did offer to reimburse him, but it was too late. I just didn't understand why my employer couldn't have suspended me or given me another write-up. I was a very good worker. I thought he wanted his employees to feel good at work. He really didn't have to go straight to firing me.
Stay tuned for the next episode on YouTube of Judge Silverback's Court. If you wish to share your story or interested in sponsoring an episode, you can reach us at ableunemployment@gmail.com. All hearings are based on various unemployment hearings around the country. However, all characters are fictional and any similarity or likeness is purely coincidental. Results may vary depending on the state you're in. Judge Silverback's Court is not intended to give legal advice. If you need help with an unemployment issue or appeal, always consult an attorney or legal aid for your particular situation.